Hey guys, happy Tuesday. So, as you can tell, I am not in Chris. I am in a hotel room, and I had to stay in a hotel last night because Chris is at the dealership. They did give me a courtesy car, which I will be staying tonight, but that's another clip. So, let me tell you briefly what happened with Chris. Chris is a 2012 Nissan Rogue, and I got him in 2016 with 30,000 miles. Now he's factory, he's basic, but that's okay. Sometimes you just gotta be basic. And when I got him, there was no major issues with him until I started noticing driving long distance. Sometimes he would not go. Like I'll be putting my foot down on the pedal and he just would not move. So, and actually he started to decelerate and I started to worry. But when I took him to the Nissan dealership, they didn't say anything. They were just like, well, why don't you just put better gas in him? So I'm like, okay. So my contract first was in Dallas. Then I traveled to California. And then that's when I started to see it was getting really bad. To California, same thing. Nissan dealership, nobody said anything. So that's when I took it from California down to, I want to say Texas, right? That's where I am now. And it's still same issues. I would get off the road and I would just be like, let me just let him, relax a little bit. Maybe, he's just tired driving all this long distance. And I know Chris is not a person, but I put personality into my car. So anyway, so took some breaks while I was driving to Texas, and I've been here since 2018. I went to the New Orleans meetup gathering and again started to see that Chris would not move. I mean, I'm doing 70 and then he's going 65 and 60 and then 50. I'm like, yo. So I got nervous, and actually then the car, when I turned him off, he would not come on for a quick second. And I was in Mississippi and I was in the backwoods of Mississippi and I was just like, nah, I can't be stuck out here. I'm a city girl and I don't know nothing about this life. So after I got back to the States, that's when I started to get concerned, and I'm like, well, I should do something about it. So Monday I called Nissan and I called Corporate 701 and I was like, yo, something's up with the car and you guys are not saying anything. I Googled some stuff last night and there's a problem with something called the CVT, which is the transmission. And kid you not, there's articles, there's videos about the CVT being trash. And it's a transmission that's made from this company called Jacko, Japanese Automated Transmission Company, right? JATCO, right? But of course, straight denial. Nissan's like, no, we've never heard of any problems. How do you know a CVT? How do you know it's a CVT? And I'm like, listen here, please don't act like I'm stupid. Like, there is a such thing called Google, and it just pops up. My sister has a Nissan, same issue. My aunt has a Nissan. She got a recall letter. And for the same exact issue, the transmission. Sorry, I'm moving too much. But that's when I'm just like, you know what? Let me just take it in. Let me have them really take a look at it, because obvious is a problem. And I was driving, so I wasn't going to videotape it. But, it happened in real life a couple of times. So long story short, that's where Chris is. They have to open a goodwill case to see, because I really do not have transmission money like that. So I'm just praying and hoping that Nissan will cover it, because it's a dangerous situation that they are aware of and they're not letting the public know, in my opinion. And it happened in real life, so I witnessed it a couple of times and I was just worried, and I really do not want to have to pay for their cheap mistakes. So Nissan, please do good by your people, because people out here driving and that's not safe. But anyway, so now Chris is at the Nissan dealership and they have to get a special part. They're telling me it's not the whole transmission, it's just the brain of the transmission. But it is what it is. I'm just waiting. They gave me a loaner. And so last night, the Arctic windshield dropped the weather down too low. It wasn't safe for me to be in a car that I don't know. I don't have any of my setup with, because my house is inside of Chris. And then, so I couldn't start taking out the bed and all that stuff and then put it in Murano without them what's this chick problem. But anyway, so today after work, I will be doing my first Nissan Murano stint in the car at nighttime. It's still going to be cold, like I think 26 degrees, but I'm going to go get my comforter out of storage and just wing it. I believe that when it's this cold, not too many people are out looking inside of cars and seeing if anybody's sleeping in them. But anyway, I will have the next clip of me and the Nissan Murano. Hey guys, so I am doing some chores and I want to show you the loaner I got from Nissan as Chris is getting checked up on. I don't know what year it is. Not that's important, but it is a Nissan Murano, and it got all the bells and whistles. And sorry for going too fast. This is where I'm gonna be camping out tonight, in the back seat. I'm gonna check out the trunk to see if I have to go long ways, but basically that's it. I have to do this till Friday, and hopefully Chris will come back better. But unfortunately that probably will be my last major work on him, because he's just not worth the money. Sorry, Chris. And so I'm just gonna go forward and look into getting my van purchase, yay, when I come back from my travel contract. So more to come, and I'll let you know how tonight goes. It's going to be 26 degrees and it's going to be cold. I took as much as I can, but I didn't take a lot, so I'm going to just layer up and I'm going to see how tonight goes. I did take some of my blackout curtains, as much as I could, out of the car, and I'll just see if I could attach it to the rental. Okay, so see you in the next clip, which is probably going to be tomorrow, and I'll tell you guys how it went. Bye. Hey guys, so it is actually Monday, and I am so grateful because I'm back in Chris. Can't see. But it has been an experience, and it was not a good experience. I gotta say that probably is my worst week so far, living in the car situation, because I didn't have my stuff with me, and it was very disorganized, and just trying to wing it for 3 days without my stuff. I ended up having to stay at a hotel for the weekend because it was getting too cold and I didn't have all my gear with me. So Nissan did cover some of the costs. They did a 70-30 split, and I ended up having to pay $850 out of pocket. Like I said before, this is probably going to be my only big investment, as I'm going to look to upgrade and get me a van next year. That being said, I learned a lot not having my stuff in the car, and it was just that it got too cold. On Tuesday night, it was 26 degrees, and it just was dangerous for me to be really in the car without any proper insulation. So I did go invest in a sleeping bag, a 20-degree sleeping bag that I got from Wayfair, which I'll be getting tomorrow. And I didn't want to get the sleeping bag at first. I guess I was in denial, but really, I just really wasn't sure what I needed to survive the winter here. There's no snow down here, but it got too cold. The Arctic chilled, and it's going to be cold next week again. So experiencing that firsthand and being in discomfort really did, solidify the fact that these are certain things that I need to continue living in this type of car. And then also make sure that when I get my van, that I need to get some type of insulation, because it was not fun to do that. And it's also a little bit dangerous, but I got it together, don't worry. And next week I'm going to be on vacation for a week and a half, so I'm looking forward to experiencing more of an unstructured car van life type situation. As I work Monday through Friday, it just has me on a strict schedule, but I'm going to see how it is to do different things when I'm usually at work, and how to experience life really in the car, as I'm going to really just jump into getting a van. So this is just a quick update, and to close out the video of my major car van life issue. Happy Chris is back, and I'm just looking forward to the next chapter, whatever that may be. But look out for some updates. I have some news, and you'll see I'll probably be posting up more videos now that I have some time. No excuses now. So look out for some tips that I have learned on the way, and that's it. I'm gonna go to the gym, take a shower, probably work out. That's it. All right, guys. Have a good night. See you next video.